Hi, good afternoon. Now I will introduce the Lab 4 phase changes. And of course, this is the home page where you're going to find the instructions here. The submission is here. It's going to take you to Gradescope. Remember, every student has to submit, not per group. Every student should submit. And here the rubric. And again, I'm gonna maybe like a view for you, like some of the items. Here, the student watched the complete video checked by the instructor. I will check this for everyone's so that because this is an online class and we don't have a live session, then this replaces the attendance for that lab. And of course, here are the items. This, like, mostly I did copy paste what I have in the instructions. Okay, I will not be able to view both the document and Beyond Lab Z, but I'm gonna read for you what we need to do. And just here I was googling phase for this is the web version, and then you're gonna have web phase changes, and you can start having the lab here. Okay. Again, this is a formal lab report. 2 files are required for submission: the Word document and the Excel file. And here, to start this activity, click for phase changes. Something that I want you to know that I'm not using this document for my instructions. I want to use this just to go to the activity. Okay, the instructions, they are really modified and they are on Canvas. Then the actual, assignment is the lab. The modified one is on Canvas. Then you should use that one, not the one that we have in here. All right, now the first thing here, you need to know that this is the phase changes. The lab will load in a new tab, and click back for this tab to read further instructions. Of course, you don't have, you can do that and complete the questions below. The experiment will be set up with a coffee cup calorimeter that is filled with 65 milliliter of room temperature water on the lab bench. There is a beaker on the table next to the balance. Click on the balance area and drag the beaker to the balance and turn the balance. What we're gonna do is this. We're gonna bring it here. We're gonna make it 0. And then we're gonna take that, okay, and we are closing. Okay, now I like okay, then after that we want to drag the beaker back to the spotlight on the table and close the balance view, of course, and I can have it here, no problem. Now click on the green ice bucket and scoop of ice will appear. Drag the scoop over to the beaker and release the ice into the beaker. This is the one that usually I have most of the problem with it. When I want to drop the ice, I don't know, like, yes, finally I did it. Okay, then this is here. This is my ice here. And now I will go to this live data. Don't forget, you need to save your data, start, and the graph. I like to have both because you're gonna take a snip of this graph. Then I'm gonna take my beaker here. I'm gonna again have that, okay, scale. Here you need to take a snip of this, okay, and that is gonna be under section. You're gonna say graphs and diagrams. Now your graph that you are going to graph in Excel is gonna be, you should also copy paste into your Word document. And you're gonna have 2 snips. One of them is the snip for this, like, scale. Here you're gonna snip it like this so that I know the reading. Okay, all right, and then after that Okay, I forgot to get my beaker here. Yeah, I took the, yeah, you're gonna record the mass, and then I'm gonna bring my, okay, and then add the ice to the water that is initially in the cup. And look here, I'm gonna look at my graph, like the temperature was about like constant, about 25, and then now is gonna drop, start dropping. Then click the Save Data button in the thermometer section in Live Data to begin saving the temperature data. Click on the balance to zoom in and drag the beaker to the balance and record the mass of the ice below. Take a screenshot of the mass reading on the scale or a snippet and save so that you be able to insert the image under graphs and diagrams. Close the balance view and carry the beaker over to the calorimeter and release the ice into the cup. Click the clock to accelerate. We can do that here. Accelerate. Okay, and close the balance view and carry the beaker, and then click accelerate. And then after we have the temperature, I will say stable, make it till 4, it is now, and then start the heater on. This is the heater. Okay, then I'm start now warming up my mixture. You will now heat up the water and observe the temperature change as the water turns into steam. You're gonna wait till you're gonna have steam. You're gonna see it now. Look here. Turn on the heater by clicking on the green light on the, observe the temperature. Record the temperature at which boiling begins in the data table. Continue to observe the graph until about 2 more minutes have passed. And you can, of course, look here and find like maybe after 6, like 2 minutes, and then you're gonna stop it. Okay, I'm gonna stop saving. Take a screenshot of the graph. That graph here, you wanna you want to, okay. Oh, what is the graph? Oh, I took it anyway. It's still, my data's there, but I want you to take the snip of the graph, okay? Take a screenshot of the graph, and you're gonna insert also under the graph section. Now, I will go here, and then I'm gonna copy the data and go to Excel, okay? And then I'm gonna paste, let me see if I still have my previous one. Yes, okay. Then I did copy just my data here, and then I graphed. Okay, just you are going to graph. Okay, just select the data and graph, and this is what you're gonna see. You should also I will say send this to another sheet and call it graph, and then you're gonna have it in another sheet. Now for format trend line, you're gonna use moving average, okay, so that it will fit like this, okay. And of course you're gonna choose a time, a layout, and then here you are going to say temperature, okay, and that of course should be in Celsius. You're gonna add the unit, sorry. And also you are going to have for your horizontal, you're gonna have time. Then you should have the units also as well. This is in seconds. Okay, and for the temperature, you're gonna put degrees Celsius Okay, here you can say okay, and I can copy paste that, I believe. Anyway, here you will not say temperature Celsius, you're gonna say the heating graph of water and ice. Okay, now I said here transfer the data from the data table and import to an Excel sheet, and you using the external tool Excel graph the temperature of the water as a function of time. And then there is a table that I'm asking you to record the mass of ice, temperature of boiling, and then the pressure at boiling. If we go back to the I will say what's called the simulation, or what is called the Beyond Lab Z, you're gonna hit that, and then you're gonna be able to see what is going to be the reading for the pressure. And then the pressure is gonna be recorded here. Now use the mass of the ice and the time needed to melt and to calculate the heat of effusion of ice. I forgot here to provide you, I'm gonna edit that with what is really the power for the heater that we are using. Then I will provide you with that power so that you will be able to use it in calculating first the energy, and then you have the mass, then you will be able to calculate the latent heat of a fusion. Now, there are questions, of course, and finally, you're going to calculate the percent difference based on a theoretical value that we know that is 3.34 10 to the 5 joules per kilogram. There are extra questions also. You're going to label the axes and label the line where the ice was added, where the mixture is a combination of liquid water and solid ice. You're going to like put these markers, and where the mixture is all liquid, and also label where the heater was turned on and where the water is changing into gas. And there are other questions that I want you to answer all. And that is really gonna be part of your lab report. You're gonna add a section called questions where you're gonna answer all these questions. All right, now, okay, for when I give you the, going back to the table here, to the graph, like I will give you the power, and the power, it is the energy per unit time. Then using the time here for melting, you will be able to calculate what is really the total amount of energy used. You have measured the ice mass, okay, and then I will say you will be able to measure what is really the latent heat of effusion. Just I'm gonna provide you with the power for that heater. This is, I will say, a very straightforward lab. You will not submit that lab next week because I will say we will not have a lab for next week, and that this lab is really going to be due by 21st. Okay, then, and 21st is not a Sunday, it is a Monday, because 20th is going to be a holiday. Then I cannot put an assignment on a holiday. Okay, thank you. and have a great day.